Wow, if you're here, if you found your way here, believe me, this reading almost didn't happen. Several things, several reasons, but anyways, I don't feel like there are any coincidences. And if something drew you in and pulled you into this reading, I know that it is meant for you. But with that being said, please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your message, then just leave it for someone else. But first and foremost, I want to ask you, like, have you ever loved someone so deeply that their betrayal turned you to stone? This reading is actually for those of you who have poured until you have ran empty, who have given until your light actually has dimmed. Like, this is for the ones who has been painted as the villain when all you were trying to do is simply survive. Simply survive, because Medusa is showing up here. And we have a lot of sword energy, and so swords are very cold. So this reading is actually revealing emotional imbalances in your connection, and spirit is showing how giving too much or not receiving enough has really created a lot of tension and emotional fatigue. There's also this guardedness as well. And so the first card that came out is this drinks, and it represents like really kind of pouring into one another. But with the Ace of Swords, it's like one-sided. It's like one person has been pouring endlessly, giving love, reassurance, effort, time, money, energy, your resources, to where like your cup is nearly empty. I feel like your needs and wants are being put on the back burner as well, something that I literally just picked up on. Because if you look here at these two cups, it's like here's one that's front and center, and then the one here off to the back. I feel like you've been waiting a really, really long time too to have your cup filled, either like in a particular relationship that you're currently in, or just with regards to love in general. There's something here like that cannot be ignored any longer either with the Ace of Swords. So it's like there's this moment of clarity where like truth about who's been giving and who's been taking is just undeniable any longer. It's something you just cannot continue to ignore. It's something I feel like that is creating like tension and resentment and bitterness and like clenched jaws and like passive aggressive type behavior, and just a lot of underlining resentment and anger that either you have towards a current partner, or this is, if you're single, then or in a messy situation with love, then this is like just in general. But regardless, like I feel like you've been giving too much emotionally to if you're single, to just people in general that have not earned it. You're pouring time and energy into like potential like connections that don't actually reciprocate, and that could be causing a lot of anger and resentment in you. For some of you, this is not like a romantic partner. This is like maybe your friends or family members, like within your family, or just within society. You have been like labeled. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm like channeling all of these messages and it's like coming in fast. But there's I feel like spirit is saying like you definitely need to take time to figure out like where your energy leak is coming from, because there appears like there is some sort of tear in your energetic field that is bleeding out energy. And so Spirit is saying, like, stop, like, overwatering soil that refuses to grow. And it's like, once you reclaim your energy, you'll be able to attract people into your life that are going to meet you halfway instead of draining you. If this is regarding like a current relationship for some of you, that you're in like this in a committed relationship, maybe you're married or living with someone, or just this is a committed relationship. It's like one person's emotional well is running dry while the other one is overflowing. Like, I'm seeing someone else's cup running over, and someone else's is not feeling fulfilled. And so while one person is like fat and happy, the other one is starving and feels resentment. You know, someone here, like, I feel like you may be feeling unseen and unappreciated, and it just emotionally neglected. And that is, this emptiness is creating like this, I don't know, it's like emptiness is turning into quiet bitterness and passive aggression, is what I'm seeing. And it's like, there's this dynamic. It's like, it can't be hidden any longer. It's like bubbling to the surface. It's bubbling to the surface. And it needs to be like dealt with and communicated. I feel like, also some of you, that it's like maybe you're kind of expecting your partner to kind of see, and you need to like communicate about your feelings and not expect the person to know or guess what you're thinking or feeling. Like, you know, so there's like this resentment within you that excuse me, that you do need to communicate and speak. And others of you, this may even be something that there has been like arguments about, or conflict or fighting about, and you may feel like you want to you're just like, I'm just going to stay quiet because I don't want to fight, I don't want to argue, I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of arguing, so I'm just going to stay silent. And it's creating like it's creating like this resentment that you have, which has cracked the foundation within the relationship. And like with the candy corn and the 9 of Cups, I immediately felt like this was a struggle within the connection, because well, not immediately, but after I got all the cards here and I'm looking and I'm like, this feels more like a struggle. It's like something here, because candy corn normally like carries like this energy of like sweetness and laughter and play, but here it's like it's showing up as this struggle with the emotional imbalance still kind of lingering here. So it's like there's someone that is like gluttonous, that is enjoying like all of the benefits of being, that comes with being with you. It's like emotional tension has really stolen your ability to like relax and flirt and have fun, and maybe even like intimacy, like, you know, sexual intimacy with your partner. It's like one person in the relationship may be like trying to like it's like maybe tries to like play, or, you know, flirt, or, you know, trying to like I don't know, lighten things up, but it's like you may be thinking, are you serious? Like, how It's like they're wanting to just kind of pretend, you know, you to just be happy, and you're just like, I cannot be happy because I don't have anything left to give. Like, are you serious? You're acting like nothing has ever happened, or like you're acting this way, or like I should just like kind of laugh and pretend, you know, just be happy with the way that I'm being treated. Because this person here is like, they're not validating your they're just not validating your feelings. And it's almost like they may be like gaslighting you, manipulating you into like accepting the situation for what it is. For many of you that are single, you may be so focused on like what's missing that you have really forgotten to really enjoy the present moment. For those of you that are single, it's like your empty cup has left you like so emotionally guarded that it's making it hard for you to even believe that happiness is possible or that love is possible. So the challenge here is to relearn how to relearn joy and happiness, and to allow yourself to laugh and flirt and to believe that that good love still exists. And maybe you even kind of somewhere within you feels like you don't really deserve love because of the past. For those of you that are in a relationship, it's like the challenge shows that the tension and the exhaustion is stealing the warmth from the relationship. It's like there's this maybe need to like reconnect, like you're feeling like you're craving intimacy and you're craving reconnection, but you can't because you're feeling empty. This person has not given you anything to be able to establish that love and that connection. So instead, it's like there's this feeling detached and maybe even disinterested in the connection, or in the loves, in the feels, in the loves. The imbalances here is really creating like this emotional dissonance within you and within the relationship. Like maybe you're trying to reach out with love, but then at the same time you don't really have anything to give. And so like and it's like, I don't know, it's like Spirit saying the happiness and the love for some of you that are actually in a relationship right now, you're in this relationship, it's like Spirit is saying like the happiness isn't gone, it's waiting for both of you to start pouring again equally, not just you. And it's like you're reaching like your breaking point. I feel like the imbalances and the emotional fatigue and the control and the manipulation have begun to manifest as defense mechanisms for you here with the Medusa. Like if you're single on a subconscious level, even though you really want love, on a subconscious level, you may be giving off this energy of like, don't get too close with the Medusa, you know? Like, because you've been through enough emotional imbalances that now you're trying to protect your peace at all costs with the Five of Swords. So like but your protection may actually be like, or has kind of turned into this isolation. And Medusa, she isn't a monster. She's a symbol of sacred boundaries. And I feel like spirit just wants you to remember that boundaries protect love. They don't replace it. And you don't have to scare love away to feel safe. Like the right person won't need you to shrink or harden to be understood, you know? And for those of you that are like in a relationship, this is actually saying like that the unspoken pain has turned into quiet distance and constant conflict, you know? And feeling that feeling of emptiness has started to really shut you down. Acting cold or even picking fights and not even realizing it in order for you to release like pent up resentment towards your partner. Feeling rejected, unappreciated, has created this painful like push and pull dynamic. And I'm seeing like I feel like this dynamic is one where one person keeps taking, manipulating, and needing to win every fight, needing to win every battle, needing to put you in your place. And you are constantly forced like into this constant defense mode. It's like you're dealing with someone who fights to have control over the relationship because they're selfish, because they need to have all their needs met without putting any kind of effort into the connection. So it's like they're fighting for control, validation, or to have ego satisfaction, even if it means hurting you, even if it means hurting the one that they love the most. And so this endless conflict has slowly transformed you into this Medusa energy, guarded, reactive, cold, and feeling completely misunderstood. So like maybe at first you have tried to be understanding, the one who always forgives, the one who always gives another chance, but over time being emotionally drained and blamed, constantly blamed, has shifted something inside of you. You know, you've started shutting down and mirroring that coldness that you've received, because it's the only way that you've been able to survive the imbalances within this relationship. And your partner like points the finger and says, "Oh, you've changed. You're so cold. You're so this. You're so that. You're so distant. You never want to maybe you never want to be intimate, or you never want to do this, or you never want to do that." And you're like, hello? The whole time they're not realizing that they're the reason that your warmth has disappeared and why you've become cold. They're the ones that has created this in you. And it's like, yeah, you know, win the argument, win the fight, but lose the connection and lose the love. You were so full of love and joy and happiness at one point. And now either relationships in general or a particular person has turned you into what they call a monster. And it's like Spirit wants to remind you, it isn't to shame you. This isn't to shame you for hardening. That's understandable. It's here to help you understand why you have become cold. Because you didn't become cold because you stopped loving. You became cold because you were tired of being burned. You were tired of being burned by either people in general, family, friends, romantic partners, or a particular relationship. It's like, I don't know, Spirit is saying like the real victory here, it's not about matching their energy or matching their cruelty. It's about, the real victory here is about you reclaiming your softness and choosing peace over this endless battle with this person. And so for some of you, this partner or people, they have been winning every argument, taking every ounce of energy until you've got nothing left to give. And they turned you into the very thing they now accuse you of being. And Spirit says, look, you were never, ever the monster. You were the mirror that reflected their behavior back to them. You just stopped bleeding for people who wouldn't stop cutting you. Medusa says it's time for you to reclaim your humanity, to thaw your heart, to remember that she was never the villain. She was proof that even the kindest souls become fierce when love turns to war. I do feel like that there may be a conversation coming up very soon for many of you that are in a relationship. If you're currently in a relationship and you're still here listening to my words, there's going to be a conversation coming up about distance, coldness. You may even be feeling as though your partner is cold or distant. And I feel like if you're feeling like they are cold and distant, it is because you are projecting your own distance and fear of rejection onto them. So there's the need to sit down and really put your swords down and have a conversation without blame or accusations. Yeah, you may be feeling like just very withdrawn, to decompress, to pull away. Dream space, nocturnal meetings. Okay, so many of you watching have been having dreams about a particular partner or friend or family member. Look, disappointed, unmet expectations. It's like your expectations that you originally had or that you used to have has gone unmet. Maybe when you first got together, this relationship was balanced. You felt like your needs were met, and over time, slowly, something has shifted in the relationship that has created this imbalance of you constantly giving and getting nothing in return. Or just in general, maybe you've had like these the person you used to be was very giving and loving and over giving and nurturing. But over time, the world created something within you that made you cold. Forgiveness, releasing the past. This is spirit saying, like, this is you. Time, whether or not you stay with someone or not, it's about like forgiving yourself too. Releasing the past pains and the hurts, and allowing yourself to understand that you're not what they created. And silence. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this is like you're tired of fighting, you're tired of arguing. You may have tried to like swallow your pain just to kind of keep the peace. Yeah, look, puppet master, under control. There's anticipation, waiting to act, waiting to communicate, waiting to say something, but definitely feeling like a puppet on a string. There's a lot of resentment and tension and quiet resentment. It's this quiet resentment for this person for what they have done, what they have turned you into, and then blaming you for being the very thing that they've turned you into. Confirmation. Spirit, any advice for the viewers that are still watching? Nothing changes if you wait. It's your turn. It's your move. If you keep in this cycle, this pattern, either with however this fits for you, it's never going to change. My baby is starting to whine. She is ready to go out. Well, all three of them are ready to go outside to use the potty, you guys. So I'm going to get you some advice or guidance. Spirit, what kind of guidance can you give the viewers on this? Dream big, start now. The Nine of Cups also, it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, you deserve more than what you're settling for. This little deck here came with a book too, so if you want to bear with me, I'm going to read from the book. You are not too much. You deserve more than what you're settling for. What you want, what you deserve, what you need is not asking for too much. You're just asking for this person to meet you in the middle. And done is better than perfect. You are becoming. Bottom of the deck. So let me get the little book here, you guys. I wrote the page number on each one of the cards because the book was out of order. I'm not out of order. You're out of order. So silly. Okay, so this card, it says, you don't need to have it all figured out. oh, you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to have all the answers. But also this represents like clarity through movement, it says. So it's like there's the need to like cut through the fog. And with the nocturnal meetings, I'm still getting like this energy of like communication. You may even be meeting on the 5D, and so there's the need to like express something here in the physical and the 3D to cut through the confusion. Having this open, honest communication is what I'm seeing with that. It says that big dream in your heart, it's not too much. Look, it says it's not too much, and then it says here, you're not too much. What you're asking for is not too much. And so this is about like speaking your needs. It's not too much to ask for. It says too often we wait for perfect clarity, flawless plans, or ideal timing. But real progress is born from momentum, not mastery. You don't need to be ready, you need to be willing. So it's like you need to be willing to communicate your needs. Your wants, needs, and dreams and emotions are worthy of action. It all doesn't need to be figured out right now, but it does. You do need to begin the communication process, taking action. 54. And this one is, your intensity is your power. It's okay. Your intensity is your power. Oh my, that's just straight and simple like that. Be assertive. Maybe you're being told that you're too sensitive, or that you're too emotional, or that you're too much, or you want too much, or it's, that you're being what's the word I'm looking for? Being, oh my gosh. Maybe they're acting like you're being unreasonable. And it's okay. It says, say, and that is not so. So like stop shrinking yourself down, or like hiding what you want in order to make other people comfortable. Yes, thank you, Spirit. It's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to be emotional. It's okay for you to be sensitive and not have to like quiet yourself, silence yourself for others, to make other people happy or comfortable. And maybe a part of you too is like waiting for a relationship to be perfect, or you think you need to be perfect, or there's this perfect kind of perfect expectation that is placed on you. Hold on. This card is a gentle shove forward. Stop editing yourself out of your own life, is what the book says. I think that's enough. Also to releasing control, any kind of control that you may have over your own relationships now because of what you have gone through and what people have done to you. Okay. I'm going to leave that there, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this channeled message. For those of you who have watched through the whole thing. You guys, I unfortunately did not get enough people to participate in my Halloween gift basket giveaway. So for every single person that leaves me a ghost or a jack-o'-lantern emoji that lives in the US will receive one of my spell charm necklaces completely free on me. You won't have to pay for nothing, not even shipping. So the only thing you'll need to do is email me an address to ship your necklace to. Just my way of thanking you all that did participate. Make sure that if you're listening to me right now and you know that you have put one of those emojis on one of my videos or this video, send me an email, let me know that you've done that, or you can send me a text. My info's in the description box. Let me know that you're subscribed and that you left me either a ghost or a jack-o'-lantern emoji, and I will send you out a free spell charm necklace. You just need to let me know if you want self-love, to attract love, money, or protection. And give me an address to ship this out. And make sure to do that no later than, let me double check the date, no later than Friday, October 31st, which is Halloween 2025. So you have 2 weeks between now and then to watch this video, or even the coming videos. I'll remind you guys to make sure you're subscribed, leave me the emoji, and I'm only going to do that for the first 10 people, because what if something happens? What if this video blows up and I have like 100 people that messages me? That would be a lot of shipping fees for me. So anyways, yeah, the first 10 people that reach out to me, I will do that for, and I will also make a post of all 10 usernames that reach out to me, to let you guys know. So anyways, if you're wanting a free necklace that will to attract either love, money, or protection, then you know what to do. I love you so much. And if you're interested in booking your own personal private reading, my info is always in the description box below. And sometimes when I remember, I put it in the comments, but it's always in the description box. You can either email me or text me. And the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.